All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Craft with John. I'm going to get my YOLO going here. I have my practice chips from last night. Still with him. Let me clean the table up here. There we go. Okay, now we're set and go. Puck's off. Nobody cares. Here we go. YOLO day 3. We've got $97 in the rack. I miscounted yesterday when the money's right, but I miscounted when I said. So here we go. We're going to go 96 across. We have enough money to do it. 96 across with a buck change. Here we go. 18, 6, and 8, 96 across with $1. Let's put it on any craps. What the hell, right? $1 on any craps. If we hit a craps number, that thing pays. I don't know if we're going to call that a paycheck or a YOLO or not, but here we go. We're not going to waste any rolls. Okay, one roll. Doesn't matter if the puck's on or off. We're just going to walk up to the table. We're dropping our 96 bucks out there, and let's go. One shot. Let's make it happen. Come on, avoid the 7. We got a midnight, actually. That's cool. 6-6 midnight on the any craps. It's a simple $7 winner, right? Is that enough to call this a YOLO? I think it is. If you survive the one roll, it's got to be enough. And I think we didn't get a big one today, but we got one, and we're out of here on one roll. The YOLO is one roll, and that's it. So we went from $97. We added 7 to it. We're going to be at 104, it looks like, for tomorrow's YOLO. Small increment, but that's cool. I'll take a win as a win. A win is a win. And there it is. There's your YOLO for today. Let's go ahead and log that in to the system here. I know it's kind of a boring one today, but when these bets get higher, this is going to be stupidly fun, I think. So let's see. Where is the screen? I'm going to go ahead and put the totals up. There's the totals. All right, let's go ahead. Not that one. We want to go to the totals. We want to go to the YOLO screen, and we're going to go ahead and change and add a row. So today's bets, today is the 10th. We bet $97. We won $7, and it should auto-calculate to 104 for our day. And there's our totals coming into tomorrow. We have 3 days in. I rolled a 12 today, by the way. We rolled a 12, and there it is. There's your YOLO stats, day 3. When this thing gets down into column 2 and those bets are at $1,000 levels, it's going to be clinchy. Early going, a little boring, but trust. This is going to be super, super cool. I hope anyway. There we go. There's your YOLO. Good morning, folks. Good morning to all of you. Actually, what I was going to do today, and I may do this actually here on the fly, so give me a break while I do this, but I'm going to go to the YouTube channel real quick. YouTube.com, Casino Gaming TV. And I'm going to put a poll up in the chat real quick because this came up during the Daily Paycheck show. Here we go. So give me a second here to just type this in. But I think inquiring minds want to know. I got to make sure I hit the mute button. Otherwise, it's going to be gross. Let's mute it. There we go. Okay. The poll is going to be this. Craig brought this up. Can I do it? Oh, I'm logged in as ProCraps. Hold on a second. I should have done this before I started the show. But I want to ask this because Craig made fun of me. Craig from All Bay Craps, by the way, is turning into quite the snarky little guy. Making fun of old Johnny every day. But I said we ended our show early, and if you missed the morning show, it was great. We made money twice today, which is cool. But I said it's time for my coffee and my Cheerios. He made fun of me. He said, "Why not the Fruit Loops?" And I'll tell you this: my favorite kind of cereal is not Fruit Loops, but my favorite cereal is actually not Fruit Loops. He said fruit. What did you say? Not Fruit Loops. You said or Fruity Pebbles, right? Cocoa Pebbles is my second favorite cereal of all time. Okay, I'll put my first favorite cereal here in the chat for you all, but I want to get your favorite cereal. What is the best cereals for the win? And it's going to be is it really going to be my favorite, which is Count Chocula, which there is no substitute for it. Chocula, but it only comes around in Halloween time. So is it Cheerios? Is it Raisin Bran, which is another one of my favorites? I love the Raisin Bran. R-A-I-S, Raisin Bran. And what's another good cereal? Another good option, I guess. I don't know. Raisin Bran, Fruit Loops. Let's put Fruit Loops on there. We'll do that. We use it. Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles are pretty awesome. Fruity, F-R-U-I-T-Y Pebbles. Let's see what the folks have to say in the chat. So let me know your favorite cereal. I know it's not a craps thing, but it's a fun thing, and Craig brought it up, and I thought I'd share with you. All right, let's go over where we are here in our daily paycheck. So far so good. Vitamix right now is 3-0. So far, it's a good week so far. The Vitamix 3-0, the YOLO's 3-0. Again, the YOLO will get better. The YOLO, I promise you, will get better over time. As soon as we start getting the bets up higher, that's going to be a little bit more exciting, I think. At present, it's, it is what it is. Why is my clock not showing up? Hold on, let me turn the clock off and back on again. The clock should be working. There it goes. Got to prove that we're live, right? It's 8:12 in the morning. They'll both get better over time, right? The Vitamix, I think, is interesting. I'm enjoying this one. I said last week, you're going to love it or you're going to hate it, right? This is one of those complete love-hate strategies because it's a complete grind, right? What we've seen in all of our daily paychecks is the ones that win are the ones that grind, right? The grinders are the winners. Now, they're not going to make you a fortune, right? You'll notice that we lost a couple times, right? Our master bankroll is down about 3K. These grinders are not making that thing get any better. Like we're making our paycheck plus $50, making our paycheck minus 20, but whatever it is, right? So we're not able to replenish the big master account with these big wins because all the ones that win are all the ones that grind. That's just what we have seen over the course of time here. So it's interesting. And this one here is a grinder. This one here is born of the original grind. This is the John Patrick, grab a point, lay the point, ricochet a DC out there and hedge it off and win $3 or $4 every roll for 7 hours. That's the Patrick grind, right? This is based on that. And it grinds just more times. That's all it really does. I think, oatmeal is a good cereal. I don't know. Oh, that's a good question too, actually, Victor. We're going to go here. Is oatmeal, is it considered a cereal? Like in the sense that I'm calling a bowl of cereal. Like if we're going to go that route tomorrow, we can do hot cereals if you want to do a poll on that because you got cream of wheat, you got oatmeal, you got now, I mean, my favorite thing now is steel cut oats. My homemade steel cut oats are fantastic. And Maltameal, right? So we got yeah, steel cut oats or marble marked, man. That is the shit right there. My wife makes me some steel cut oats we make them in the crock pot with fresh apples and raisins. Man, that is where it's at. I love me some steel cut oats. Those are awesome. Oh God, Robo. See, now we can't be friends. Cold oatmeal? Maybe you're onto something. I've never tried cold oatmeal, but yikes. Oh my God. Oh, wow. A poll about chess. That's weird. There it is. Oatmeal is a cereal. I guess it is a cereal, but it's hot cereal. I think hot cereal, cold cereal has to be two separate polls. Anyway, we're off topic. It's all good. Back to the Vitamix. It's a grinder and it wins, and I love it. I love that it wins. It does you do have some bad sessions. I've lost the whole $5,000 in practice a couple times because great rolls and the repeaters will get you, and it's one of those things where if you're in that kind of world, you got to pop out for a minute. You got to let that table come back to darkness. You can't be out there on a super hot table. So anyway, I'm having fun with it. I hope you like this one. And again, looking for more ideas. Victor was talking about hedging with hard ways. Darksider was talking about hopping the number that came while I've got the big layout there. Maybe not for the whole amount, but for some amount. There's ways to kind of make this thing even safer. And I think overall, it's a good one. So anyway, with that said, let's move ahead and get coming out here. So the come out roll is this. I want to remind you that Friday, 2 days from now, Sith Lord versus Galenar will be airing live. We'll be airing to you live at 6 p.m. our normal Friday night time. It will not be a live show, however. We're going to record it, and I don't know when. I don't know when. I got to figure out timing on it. It could be we might record it Thursday night. We might record it Friday in the day. I don't know yet. I got to get with both Corey and with Glenn on schedules. But Glenn's off on Friday. I'm off on Friday. My garage is here. He can come here. We can do it live. If Corey can do it with us during the day, that's perfect. Before the family comes, I have family coming Friday night. If not, maybe we'll do it Thursday. But either way, I'll schedule it so you can see the thing live on Friday night normal time. Now, let's talk about team play. Yesterday, I showed you WinCraps. The new version, the beta version of WinCraps, which is the networked version. So the way that it works is I've got WinCraps running. I start, quote unquote, a server. Excuse me. I think we're having some brightness issues here. Why can't you see me? Oh, you know why? The lights are wrong. Let's see if this works. There we go. It's still whatever. I'm so challenged when it comes to getting the colors right. Maybe it's the tint. No. I'm just not good at this. There we go. That's a little better. I look more normal, at least. I don't know. Anyway, The new version of WinCraps is cool. Basically, I start my WinCraps up and I say, I'm going to be a host. You start your WinCraps up and you say, you're going to be a player. And the host gives the player a code. The player puts the code in and now they're playing together. And I can have 8 players around my host machine, right? So you guys can all, on your own machines, join in mine. We can all play together. That, I think, is the magic of team play. We saw it yesterday how you can have all the players at the same time. We can see their bets. It's really quick. It works super good. That's the future of it. Now that we know WinCraps can do it, at least on a small scale. I don't know that it can do it yet on the grand scale like we need it to, but on a small scale, it totally works. What does it look like to do team play for us? And I think what I want to do, I want to start talking about this, and let's actually use this time. And you can talk some in chat if you'd like to. We can talk separately if we all want to, but let's think about some ideas around how team play could work. And my vision for it is this. I want it to be, I don't want to say WWE style, but I want to do more interesting things than just 4 versus 4 craps, right? I think teams of 4 is the right way. I think we can do a game 4 versus 4 where it's multiple rounds, where one round is my 4 versus your 4 at the same time. I think a round should be 1 versus 1, like your best versus your best. That should be a head-to-head, like a head-to-head round, a 4-on-4 round. I think there should be other things in there. Like the other 2 rounds should be, I remember how we did the thing with Chris and Chiro, how it was like, you got to play dark for this episode. You got to play hybrid for this episode. I'd like to do something like that where the teams have to assert their dominance by being masters of all the parts of craps. You can't just go out there and have an amazing run and happen to win, right? I'd like to see the team play be some way where the full 4 players of the team all have to be used, A. B, the team as a whole has to assert its superiority in multiple disciplines, whether it's hopping or trending or dark or light or whatever you want to call it. And I think you got to have like a stud versus a stud, like your best versus your best at the end. I don't know if we're going to allow teams to roll the dice because there's no way to vet that. There's no way to make that not be fake or prove that it's not BS. There's no way to do it. It will have to probably be a neutral dealer or the RNG. Something like that has to be the way. But that's what I'm thinking. I want 4-player teams. I want a mano a mano. I want a 4 versus 4, and I want multiple disciplines. And I want it quick. I want the whole thing done in 45 minutes, right? So whether that means, and I think with WinCraps we can do it. There's no fumbling around with chips. 20-second per bet. We can do it in 45 minutes. It's a matter of what do you want to see done. Is it a roll limit? Is it a time limit? Is it speed play? I mean, we could have a round where it's 5 seconds between rolls, right? And it's as many bets as you can make and win in 5 minutes. We could have a speed round. Like that would be super cool. You know what I mean? And I think there's lots of things we can do. So I want you to get in the chat and let me know some ideas you've got. Tag team, yeah, 100% Buckeye. Tag team matches, great idea. In the middle of a match, just, hit me out and I'm coming in. There's some, you get a timeout to talk strategy. There's all sorts of cool things you can do. Side bets. I think there's just lots of, anyway, get them out there. Get your ideas out there and let me know what you all think of the idea, A, and B, how would you do it? And then really see, like, let's start forming teams. Like, let's start thinking about in chat or in Discord, maybe start DMing each other and forming teams and have cool team names, right? I think that would be super cool. Wrestling clubs. Yeah, exactly. I think I think we're onto something here if we can get it to work fast, right? And I think that's going to be the key. But I think, yeah, there's, you want your fedoras back from Sideshow. I think I was talking to Victor yesterday. Victor sent me a couple of text messages with his award, his rally hat designs, which are cool. I've been thinking about this, and I don't know that I can pull it off. The look. You've got the fedora thing down, right? You look great in a fedora. I was trying to think if I could wear one of those old man kind of flat, like the shorter. I don't know what they call them. Not a bowler hat. The floppier kind of cloth hats. I think as a bald dude, I could pull that look off. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I'm open to suggestions on that for sure. Buckeye Battle Royale, 2 versus 2, tag team matches, 1v1 elimination, and 1v1 last player standing. Ooh, that's cool. Last player standing could be a thing too, right? We could do something like that, like a knockout round. So Let's think about it. Let's again, more to come here, but I think the team play thing might be, we might dedicate a whole week of shows to us talking about what a team play thing looks like. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing. So anyway, let's get through that. Keep it on top of your mind. Keep thinking about what you might want to do for team play. All right, let's move ahead. Oh, this is from yesterday. This dumbass from yesterday. So I'm going to skip past him. And I want to do some big boy betting again, right? Today's show is titled, "How long can you last at a craps table?" And normally you might think that title means how long can we grind? How long can you grind away? Well, this is bankroll week, right? So I'm thinking, how long can I last with my bankroll? How long can my bankroll wait out a crappy situation? And can it wait out a crappy situation? Indefinitely. I'm not, if you're answering my question, I don't know if that's the thing. Can your bankroll do it? And I want to look at two ways to play today. We're going to look at the Martingale, and we're going to look at the ladder. And I'm going to roll some stuff out here on the table here really quick to kind of get us set up in a situation. And then I want to run a couple of things, and I want to make some assertions along the way. So before we do, let's remind ourselves, why are we doing this, right? Remind ourselves, we're big bankroll players this week, right? And remember to always ask yourself, why the hell are you playing this game, right? Of all the games in the casino, this one is the hardest to win. It's the funnest to play, hardest to win, I think, right? And what is your goal? Consistent wins, disposable income, comps, or like our friend from yesterday, you just want to go on Facebook and be a hero and have people clap back at you, right? If that's your goal, fine. Go burn your money if you want to. Me, I'm a consistent win player, but I like that DI too. So I like to be consistently winning and then hammer with my excess. That's sort of my mentality. But we're going to talk about bankroll hammers today. We're talking this whole week about big bankroll plays. And yesterday we looked at big regressions and one hit and downs, where huge bets really increases your risk level by amount, but because you're in the roll for one or two rolls, or in the hand for one or two rolls, you reduce your time exposure. Okay. Today we're going to go the opposite round. Okay. We're going to look today at progressions. We're going to look specifically at martingales. And again, the bankroll's got to match that, but more importantly today, we're going to look at martingale and d'Alembert. These are some interesting strategies. Mathematically speaking, they work, right? Given two caveats. One, your bankroll is unlimited. Two, the table has no max. Okay. These systems will win guaranteed for sure if you can stay there forever. In other words, you've got, a unlimited bankroll, and two, the casino won't cap you. Okay. The martingales fail because you get deep into a martingale and then you can't bet high enough to keep the sequence going. So Martys, short-term Martys can be winners, but there's a big but there. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's go to the table. Let's put our Whalen shoes on. Let's pull out the big money, right? Let's get that big bankroll energy flowing here. Let's get the table. Let's go ahead and rock out some big bets. I'm going to put the overhead light back on again, and let me get my YOLO money off the table here, and we'll pull out the big rack. And I don't know what level to do this at yet, but what I really want to do first is I want to get some results. I don't want to sit here and roll dice for 3 hours trying to get a number. Let's move this out of the way here. That's tomorrow's YOLO. Let's bring out the big money. Here it is. Here is the big boy stack. I'm going to take the greens in the front. We'll put the 5,000 in the back. We can do this with two players if you like, just for showcase sake. But what I want to do here is I want to get a couple of results out of the way. Okay, so give me a second here. I think I'm going to do it right over here so you can see the results. Let me move this out of here. And I'm going to roll the dice. Okay, we're going to do just dark side play. Okay, just dark side play. We're going to count winners and losers on the pass line and the don't pass line. So what I'm going to do is use red chips and green chips, okay, to indicate pass line and don't pass line winners. Okay, that's all. And I'm going to put them out here so you can see them kind of in a sequence. I'm just going to roll the dice right here in front so we can see what they are. There's a 10. I'm going to mark the point. I just want to get like 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 outcomes, and then you'll see it'll make sense in it. There's a 6. We're just going to roll till the point resolves or not. There's a 10. Okay, that was a pass line winner. Okay, there's a 5. And again, just bear with me here while I want to do this live in front of you so I'm not cheating, right? There's a 3, there's an 8. Good roll here, of course. Randy's going to be going off while I'm doing this. There's a 3. There's a 6. Come on, man. Give me an outcome here. 5 or a 7. There's an 8. 8. 4. Come on. 8. Are you serious? 4. 7. Okay, there's a loser. We're gonna be in chop, which is cool. Good to see the chop there. Oh, I missed the next roll. What was the next roll? Ah, shit. I forgot what it was. I'm gonna ignore it. Pass line loser. So we have to actually mark it like. I'm gonna mark that. That's actually I'm gonna mark it like that. That was the midnight, which does nothing. It's a weird one. There's an 8 for the point. 9, 7. Coming out to a 6. Let's try and get 10 results. A 6. There's a pass line winner. Pass line winner. Another 6. There's a midnight. 4, 5, 4. Look at the 4s. Look at Randy and the 4s today. Wow. 9, 5, 7. We running out of room? We have enough room down there? We do. We have 1, 2, kind of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more outcomes. Okay. There's another 9. No dark side pass line. No dark side come out winners. 9, 4, 8, 8, 7. 7 come out winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 2 more outcomes. There's another 9. 10, 8, 8, 4, 7. Okay, dark side winner. Pass line winner. There's our 10 outcomes. Okay, we have 10 outcomes to go through. Now that we've seen 10 outcomes, all right, let's actually play them out. Okay, I want to play these guys out, and I'll do it over here so you can see kind of the outcomes. Now let's do first the idea behind a ladder system. Okay, let me show you how the ladders work. And I'll do this. We'll do it here in the field I'll do it with green chips so they show up a little better for you. And the idea behind a ladder is this: you're going to lose. You put a chip out. Let's say that you lose it. I'll put the losers up in the come. Right. Your next one goes out at 1 higher, and let's say you lose that. Now you've lost 3 total. Come out there with a ladder up. Right. Let's say you lose the 3rd bet. And now you're out here with 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's say that you win that one. Okay. Let's say that you win at ladder 4. And what you do is you pay yourself out of your losses. You picture the banks paying you out of your losses, and you go down 1 level. Now you're at level 3. And at level 3, when you win at level 3, you get paid from your losses. Notice that now your next unit comes out of the bank. That's a profit unit. Down we go to 2 units. That pays, and you're back at base. And the ladder system wins on the way back down by picking up a unit. Every time you're going back down, you're picking up a unit or 2 in total. Here's where we are. After that whole sequence, right? We had 1, we went with 2, went out with 3, right? And we end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had the 4 unit bet before, so we're 3 units up. You went up 1, 2, 3 levels. You have 1, 2, 3 units in profit, right? It's a beautiful thing. That's the ladder math is great if you can get yourself back down the ladder. Okay, the Martingale works a little more aggressively, like this. You lose 1, you bet 2. You lose 2, you bet 4. You lose 4, you got to bet 8. Right now you're coming at it. Now you're coming at it really, really hard. Right, there's 4 and there's 8. Okay, well, let's say you finally win at the 8 unit level. What does that look like to you? There's 8 units that we had to bet to cover the last loss. You roll all this up, right, and you get back the 1 unit that you should have won. Right, you're going to come back with 8 units. You went out with 7 total that you had lost. You get back 1 unit. Martingale's doubling every time you lose guarantees you 1 unit in profit. The ladder, when it works, guarantees you a unit per level. Okay, and that, if you watch enough of Waylon's stuff, He's a ladder master. That's what he does, right? Everything is winning a unit coming back, and it's beautiful. The double martingale, or the martingale plus, you might call it, works like this. Let's say you have a unit out there and you lose it, okay? Your next bet is going to be the typical martingale, which is double plus a unit. Let's say you lose that. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You double that last bet plus a unit. You go out there with 7 units. Okay, that's the martingale plus. When this thing wins, okay, you're out there at now 7 units. Watch this. You're gonna get back your 3 that you lost, your 4 that you lost, plus 3. So as you go up, 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 plus, 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 the one win that you need at the end actually covers you for each level. It's like a ladder, but only requiring 1 win, right? The net result of that is a ladder with 1 win. And that becomes an interesting way to attack a table paycheck style. Ken from Ken Knows Gambling plays this way, right? He's a martingale guy on paycheck style stuff and on 50-50 bets, like the pass line, the don't pass, or the field, right? Or baccarat or blackjack. The martingale can work as long as all these chips aren't the same color. You catch a 10-shot roll and it's all red chips or all greens and you're just getting your ass kicked, you could be in a world of hurt down there, right, with a Marty. Let's take these rolls and play them all the ways. Let's do them all the ways. We already have the outcomes. We know what the outcomes are. If you're gonna say I'm a don't pass player, you're gonna lose, win, tie, win, lose, lose, win, win, lose, win, lose, right? How does that work? Let's do it with a Marty first. Let's do it with the martingale out there first, and we'll do it with, doesn't matter what color chips I use. I'll use green chips out here. We'll put our bets in the field, our losses in the come, and we'll see where we stand at the end. So the first bet you would put out there on the don't pass would be a quarter, and you would lose it right here, okay? If you're gonna martingale, your next bet is 2, right? And you would win that 2-unit bet. Take your losses back. Where do you land? You put 3 units out there, you win 1 unit, a net of 1 unit on this roll here, okay? Now you're back out at your base level. Let's put our 1 unit win over here, right? Base level, you tie, right? It's barred. Then we get a loser, which is great. Same bet. There's your win, okay? Then we have a loser, right? We lose the bet. You come out with 2 more. You're gonna lose that one. You're coming out with 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 unit bet. We're gonna win the 4-unit bet. So we're gonna take our losses to pay ourselves plus a unit, and now we're up a net of 3, and we're back down to base. Okay, that's here. Now we're gonna go out and win again, same bet. We're gonna go ahead and lose, so we're gonna lose this bet, come out with a 2-unit bet, and right here we're gonna win that 2-unit bet, which means we have a net of 1. And our last bet for us would have been a loser. Okay, so we'll take it out of here. Our net for that whole series, 4 units. As a martingale bettor, you can see how you're up and down, up and down, up and down, and you're down to 4 units at the end. If we do a Marty plus, let's do a Marty plus on this thing. Let's see how that works, if it works any different, right? There's a don't pass bet, we're gonna lose 1. Martingale plus a unit. We win 3 units, 1, 2, 1, 2, and there's the 1 out of our loss, that's 3, right? We had put 3 units out of our rack. We have 3 units here, right? So we're covered with 3 units and win right there. Then we tie. Then we win again, same bet. We're gonna lose here. So that loss means we'll take it out of our winnings here, right? Our loss means we're gonna go 1, so double it up, plus a unit. We have 1 still in profit. And that's gonna be, where are we? Are we here? We're here, right? So that happens, right? We lose this one too. Our next bet has to be out of our profit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus a unit. So we were at 3 that last time, so it's double it up, plus an extra unit. We get the big win, right? We were gonna win 7. There's 3 from our losses, and there's the 7. All that can come back to our win stack over here. We're back to base. Catch two more, or catch one more win, same bet it. We catch a loss, go out there with the Marty level, +1. That's after this bet here. We win that. We win 1, 2, 3. Back down to base we go. We lose our last bet. So look at us. There's 5, 10 units on the Marty Plus, right? If you can survive all that, right? Again, if they're all red, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Now let's do the same thing with the ladder. Let's ladder it up. Don't pass, loses, right? Go out there with 2 units and it wins. 1 from there, 1 from the bank. We're up a unit, okay? We tie, we get a win into the hopper. We lose, right? We lose that one. Go out with two units. We lose the 2 units. Now we're into our bankroll for 1, 2, 3 units over here. That was that second loss, right? That 3 units wins, and we're here, and we're going back a level. That is our profit, okay? We win again. 2 unit win. Again, you're back to 1 level, and those come back over here. It's still a 1 unit net win though, okay? Then we lose, back out for 2, we win, back down to 1, and we lose our last bet, and you have 4 units in wins, which is what you should have, right? You're bouncing around a little bit. This thing ends up profiting with you as you go up and down and experience that loss. So there's the Martingale and the Dayland Bear kind of side by side. The up and down as you lose is interesting, okay? Another big bankroll play you can make down here, which is one of my favorite ways to do it, is to attack the wins instead of following the losses. So let's say you have this. Let's go out here. You go out and you lose the 1. Okay, so that sucks. Go out again, you lose it, but you win. The next one, you stack the win. We tie and we win here, right? That becomes, I'll take it out here. We win from there and here, okay? Win from there. Our losses +1. Stay at level 2, right? We lose here. That's this, coming back out. We lose there again, right? You're back down to 1 unit. And again, you win it, you stack it. You win it, you stay where you are. You lose it here, back out at 1, win it and stack it. And we have that actually turned out bad for me, right? It's a 1 unit win in that case. Never caught the run, right? The parlay press needs to have a good run to win. So you need to have the backing bankroll to make that work. So this is a short little run here. And if you think about like the Marty Plus, my biggest bet in here somewhere was 7 units, right? If you're betting hundreds, that 7 unit Martingale becomes $700. And if you lose that, the next bet is 700 plus 700 plus a unit. So you're going to be at $1,500 on the next bet. If that loses, you're at $3,100. You see how these things start escalating up? So you need the big bank to survive the chop, especially the chop like that. Let's do a quick live rollout. And I'm going to do, on the live rollout, I'm going to do Waylon's new one. We'll do it at the $100 level. We're going to go do we don't here to start it out with, right in front of me. And we're going to do the double Martingale. So he's taking this idea of Martingale Plus and following the winner, at the same time laddering up the loser, which I think is a genius play here. Let's get a point and let's play this advanced version of it out. Here's what happens. Watch this. 4, 3, 7, right? So the pass line wins, the don't pass loses, the pass line wins, okay? And from the pass line, you're gonna stack your win and match it. So the pass line goes right away. It's a hammer on the pass line, right? The don't pass that lost ladders up by a unit. So you have 2 here and you have 4 here. You follow how that's working, right? You win it, you take your win and stack it up and you match the bet. Huge, huge thing, right? You're martingaling the win, we're laddering our loss. And if these things switch sides, right, you'll see what happens. I'm gonna do it just with the blacks. Okay, there's a 7 again. So check this out, right? So that's gonna win 4, which is amazing, right? It wins 4 units. Back to base it goes. So watch my bankroll, right? We're gonna go, we started out with with $2,000 in black. There's my $2,000 in black, $100 in profit. I have $100 here. We would have lost this, right? So already we're 200 bucks up on that move, on that little move right there. Pass line's back to standard, right? The don't pass goes to 3. We're laddering up here. Okay, we hit the Marty, back to base. We're still trying to find a freaking point, right? There's a 5. Now we got a big bet against the 5. That bet has paid for itself. Actually, it's paid for this bet too, which is kind of cool. There's aces. I'll do it really quick. Again, the math on this one is interesting, right? The math, how these bets bounce back and forth is cool. And this I can actually play at my local. I always say my local won't let me play do we don't. The first bet's not allowed. The second bet is, right? You can offset them as long as they're not the same size you bet. Okay, there's the 3-2-5. So what happens? We get paid in the pass line, we stack it, and we match it. Again, the don't pass loses and goes up a level. So now we have this case where they're both the same level again, which is weird. We kind of met in the middle there, but that's how it's going to be. 4 and 4. I'm going to try and spread them out so you can see them. Somebody's got to declare a side here, right? There's a 7. Boy, oh boy. Actually, these just pay those, right? That wins. How's the bankroll looking? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're still back at our base bankroll. Don't pass goes to 5. Pass goes to 1, right? The pass line hit its parlay, goes back down to 1. 10 hard. All right. I think that don't pass is going to be the one this time. I got a feeling we're gonna win on the dark side this time and switch the ladder up. There's an 8. There's a 5. Okay, come on. There's a 6. There's the 7. Okay, cool. So check this out. We're gonna lose our pass line. Okay, that will get laddered up because it was a loss. The don't pass wins 500 bucks. Now, the way that Waylon does this, right? 500 bucks, that is a Marty the win. It goes to 10 units, right? He's going to hammer the wins. And why is he ballsy enough to do this? Because he's got this in the back. You got 5K sitting there in the bank, right? Backing you up. You can make this aggressive move. And if we catch a nice little don't pass 2 in a row here, that aggressive play ends up being the play of the day, right? There's a 9. Again, the fact they were tied for a roll there is immaterial. That one roll, so what? But here we go. Let's go ahead and get a 7 before a 9. There's back-to-back 4s. 3, 1, and a 2, 2. And here is another 2, 2, 4. I swear to God, those things bounced and rolled. Sometimes, you know, it's funny. Sometimes there's a 7. Sometimes this super bouncy table that I got, sometimes they actually don't turn over and they catch. 4, 3, 7. Guess what that wins? That wins 10 freaking units, right? Look at that. Boom. Right? And that can go all the way back down to base. We're going to lose the pass line. Where do we end up here on that win? Right? Again, it's luck. Sure, it's luck. There's your starting bankroll. Right? Here is 2, 4, 500, 1,000, 1,200 bucks. Right? The double martingale that he's doing is not he's laddering the losses, martingaling the wins. It's a huge ass parlay. That thing is ridiculous. I shouldn't call it a martingale because martingales are loss chasers, but that's a way to take your enormous bankroll, use it on the line in a super aggressive way. Again, because you got this bankroll, that $1,000 bet doesn't matter to you, right? That 10 unit bet shouldn't scare you because you got another 35 units sitting in there, right? That's some cool stuff. That's using a little bit of ladder, a little bit of Marty, a little bit of aggressiveness, and a little bit of I got the big bankroll energy, and I can do what I need to do. I can survive what's happening playing that way. So I think that's actually pretty fun. So there we go. There we go. Stack and match, 10 blacks, right? Isn't that a great win? Isn't that a great win? I love that thing. That's so freaking cool. Jen should come up with a wild and crazy Friday Folly. Friday Follies tomorrow, by the way, or this week is going to be fun. Let's go back here. My Friday Follies. Oh, geez, there's the light. Get the light off. This week's Friday Follies is going to be. I'm doing the Wayland Mind. I love the mind. You know, I love the mind strategy. I'm going to start it at $1. I'm going to buy in for 200 bucks. We're going to go from $1 and I'm going to never pull the bets down. I'm going to go $1, you know, $4, $4 forever. We're going to play the mind forever. And I've done this like 3 times and I've turned $200 into 1,000 3 times. It's crazy. If you never stop it, if you have the bankroll to never stop playing, I'm going to do it with 200 units, $200 units, and you never stop playing it. That thing makes bank. And if you think about turning 200 into 1,000 with dollar units, if they were $100 units or $25 units, you're talking about money I can't add to fast enough. That's pretty cool stuff. So that's coming Friday. Anyway, here we go, guys. That's it. That's the show for today. Let me make sure we don't have any questions that I've missed here and other PC comments. I'm going to check the chat screen and look at all the stuff here. Let's see. I think we fun. Oh yeah, Old Bay is saying time it, like the tag team thing. Yeah, for sure. I think you could like tag team me, or maybe it's a number of rolls. Like tag me in and you get the next 3 rolls, kind of a thing. Like I can see, like, for example, let's give you a good example of this, right? On tag team, let's say we're playing tag team. It's me and you, or me. Let's say it's a better example, me and Blacklight, who I know is a hop bet master, right? Let's say I'm out there and it's my turn and I'm doing my dark side thing, right? And he says, he taps to the shoulder and goes, hey man, I see a trend. Let me hop in here real quick. Give me 3 rolls, right? Tags in, tagged in player gets 3 rolls. And he's gonna hop shit that he's seeing happening for 3 rolls, make us all the money that I lost, and then I'm back in the play again. That would be pretty damn cool. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Let's see what else. Barring the come out 7s, you could use the fire bet as a hedge for. Oh, you could. That's true. That's very true. Jen yelling, "This is not a clean demo. I'm using the same stack to pay." Yeah, I know. When I do these things in my head, they make sense sometimes. Remember, you've got your when you stack up and you pay out of your win stack, right? You pay. I'm rebetting out of my win stack and I'm paying out of my loss stack. So I'm trying to show you what the net is. I should have just had a bankroll in the thing. I'll do that. And I did have this, right? Didn't I do that? I had $1,000 out there. Did you guys not see that? Did I not stack it up? I did stack it up. I had the 5-unit bet. I made it 1,000. Oh, I didn't match. That's right. I didn't match it. You're right. I didn't match that. I should have matched it. I'm dumbass. Rewinding in my head, I was going too fast. That should have been a $2,000 stack to win 4. That's what it should have been, right? It should have been. We were at hold on. We were at 5. We won the 5. I stacked it. I should have matched that, right? We should have won 2K in addition. So it would have been a $1,500 net win. You're right. I screwed that up. My bad. I'll delete the video. I'm deleting the video because I suck and I was going too quick. Good call out for both those things, Jen. Unclear example and bad payments makes for a bad human. So yeah, sorry about that. I screwed up. It's okay. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. People make mistakes and life happens. So that's all I got, guys. My final thoughts are I'm sorry for screwing up the payment there. That should have been a double stack. My bad on that. Also, the payment thing on the right-hand side was wrong. In my brain, I know what I'm doing over there, but you're not able to jump into what I'm thinking. So I should have just had a rack going and paid from the rack. It would have been a hell of a lot easier to see where that was. Sorry about that. I'll have a cleaner show tomorrow. I promise you. Tomorrow's going to be progressions. So again, I think a big bankroll play requires the backing bankroll to do the crazy thing. Tomorrow's crazy thing is going to be we're going to play a little Labouche tomorrow. We're going to do the Labouche system tomorrow. If I have time, I'll throw the Stern out there. And again, another huge bankroll. You got to have backing bankroll to make these things work. Otherwise, you're going to crash and burn. But the Labouche system is pretty cool. It's a guaranteed win of X units. You set your win goal before you start playing it. You follow the chart and you make your money. It's a good one, but you need to have massive bank to make that thing work. All right, let's go. Get out of here. It's 9 o'clock almost. I think Chris has got a show. And yeah, apologies for the mistakes, guys, but I'll see you tomorrow for a cleaner run at it. Thanks again. God bless all of you, and I'll see you on Thursday. John's out. Bye.